There's no arguing it. Towson University's debate team wins, claiming an historic win. They are the first all-black women's team to win the Cross-Examination Debate Association's national championship. This morning, we have two of the team members here. We have Amina Ruffin and Corey Johnson, both here to talk about the major victory. Ladies, way to go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You've made so many people proud in this area. Now we want to pick your brain a little bit as we admire your huge trophy, by the way. That's ridiculous. But I'm going to ask you first. We'll start with you, Amina. What was the topic, first of all?
The topic was restricting presidential war powers authority.
They say the nigga's always already queer. That's exactly the point. It means that the impact is not, that is an impact turn to the that it is a case turn to the affirmative, because we are saying that queer bodies are not able to survive. That it necessarily means that the body of the nigga is not able to survive.
We got the topic in about July, and we started doing our research then.
When the nigga sees these pains and suffering, that he can only envision himself, that he does not see another nigga that he can feel sympathy for or embrace, but rather that otherness gets obliterated.
And we've been supplementing our research throughout the season.
Man, photogenic object, disfigured, lynch, and trauma enough. The insight, the trauma representation that central to the black child, devouring and identifying with the stories and images the white culture brought up to think and act subjectively like a white man, the black man.
So where do you go from there? You know, when you start preparing for a national competition, once you know the topic, what's next?
Well, you do a lot of research.
Says that the way that the status quo works is through whiteness allowing, forcing other bodies to tell narrations of whiteness and the violences that whiteness does. We say that is the link that we will go for.
In order to prepare for it, because there are several different tournaments, and so being able to transition through each tournament.
Capture and separate from exposure to cultural representation of the white world, the cultural move, the white world sense of the child eye zone, and
able to respond to opponents' arguments.
On sexual trauma as a way of grounding its racist cultural fantasy, the cultural traffic and images of the black man's photogenic objects.
So just a lot of preparation.
Disfigured, lynch, and trauma enough. The insight, the trauma representation that central to the black child, devouring and identifying with the stories and images of the white culture.
Reading of articles and books. And
they only recreate what it means to be an authentic nigga, because we are not allowed to read certain things or speak in a certain way, because we are seen as not truly speaking to niggas. But it is a question of who even wrote this shit.
All that good stuff.
Was there anything that threw you off during the competition? You know, something that someone else said, another team, that made you go,
ain't it crazy that 2 days ago I almost went to jail and I'm here right now?
Yeah, well, the argument that we hit in the final round was a pretty difficult argument.
Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler for my sisters on welfare. It's Tupac cares and don't nobody else cares.
We've been debating against this argument all year.
And I know they like to beat you down a lot. When you come around the block, brothers clown a lot. But please don't cry, dry your eyes, never let up. Forgive but don't forget, girl, to keep your head up.
And kind of testing out different strategies against it.
Who encounters himself as a phobic object within the white culture, encounters the dereliction of his own self-representation through that culture. Dereliction is one.
Our final round strategy proved to be pretty successful.
Now, because whiteness is able to continually operationalize, we are able to be known in this space, known as the damaged little black girl.
But yeah, it was a very unique argument from the University of Oklahoma.
Niggas are always in oppositions to governments. War power should not be used against niggas.
at what point did you think we got this?
Before death is eternity, after death is eternity, there is no death, there's only eternity. And I ride the wings of eternity like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She clack, clack. But see, my flight doesn't go undisturbed because time makes dreams deferred. And on my time is turning my days to daymares, living my nightmares, turning my past. She clack, clack. The nigga got time beating my ass. And y'all, I be having dreams of chocolate-covered watermelons, fried with filled chicken like pinatas, with little picking sons and daughters standing up in them with big sticks of aluminum foil, hitting them, trying to catch the pieces of all the fried chicken wings. And your mom and Uncle Ben are standing in the corners of the room with the rifles pointing the heads of the children. Don't shoot the children, I shout, don't shoot the children. But they say it's too late.
2014 exceeded national champions on a 7-4 decision is the negative from California.